Welcome back. That was Hillary Clinton disrupted by a group of protesters from Black Lives Matter. Joining me now again is our panel, and I want to start with you, Congressman. You know, the Black Lives Matter movement has gained such potency in the Democratic primary process. Their conversations with Bernie Sanders really do seem, the guy that you've endorsed, really do seem to have made a difference in his policies. What do you think about their tactics like this, doing what they did?
You know, when some white pastors wrote Martin Luther King when he was in the Birmingham jail and said, we like your goals, but we don't like your tactics, he wrote back to them a document that's known as the Letter from Birmingham Jail, in which he said to them, you know, of course you don't like my tactics. Of course it would be nice if this was so pristine and all comfortable, but change happens in a disruptive way. You know, I talked to these young people last night on the telephone. One of them is from Minneapolis. Her name is Sharanti. And
young people who were at this
very young
Hillary
people,
Clinton event?
yes, absolutely. And they told me they're not against Hillary, and they're certainly not against Bernie Sanders, but they expect that these folks are going to listen to them. But it's hard to break into the conversation, and it's hard to get beyond platitudes. And they want a plan, they want meaningful change. When they saw that young woman get flipped in that chair, when they saw Sandra Bland get yanked out of the car, they feel that. I feel that. And I'm telling you that people, it's an urgent moment, and they just don't feel that they can afford to just play by the traditional nicey nice rules. They've got to be heard.
And I mean, and they are making a difference with their tactics. They are being heard.
I think the conversation needs to be all lives matter, whether it's Black lives or Blue
I think
lives
you don't understand.
or infant lives, or
this
look at what happened with CMS putting out the Medicare rule on Friday afternoon, that they couldn't get it in the bill in 2009, and now they're going to pay physicians for counseling elderly on end of life.
When you say all lives matter, you are ignoring centuries of institutionalized American racism. You cannot ignore the fact that in your own state, I mean, there was segregation, there was racism, there was slavery. Of course they do. The Black Lives Matter, the Black Lives Matter movement is saying Black Lives Matter also.
Yes,
Black Lives Matter too.
It is literally, I mean, I think the problem with this is it's like going to a breast cancer rally and saying all cancers matter. It's like you're ignoring the reality that African Americans are disproportionately, a lot of people are affected by the police, but African Americans have been disproportionately affected by police brutality, and we have to address that problem. It is not all.
Do you think that Hillary Clinton is, and really all of the Democratic candidates, are getting it now?
Yes, and absolutely. Hillary rolled out some policies. She'll be continuing to do that. And truthfully, what I find distressing is that this is an issue just for Democrats. Both Democrats and Republicans should talk about this. If you want to lead the whole country, you have to talk to the whole country.
What do you think about that?
And I hope that we will have less polarizing debate in the Republican Party about these issues.
Should the black vote just be left to Democrats, or should Republicans?
Well, I think Marsha's right. I think this is about all lives matter. In the context of all lives matter, Black Lives Matter too. And so the Republican candidates will end up discussing that in the context of the debate. If it becomes highly politicized, in other words, this is a Democratic movement to beat up on Republicans, then the effectiveness and the change that you want is going to fade away, and it will.
But right now they're beating up on Democrats.
Right now they're not going to Republicans. I think they should go to all presidential candidates. But I'm actually fine. I think it's important that people protest, raise these issues, the level of consciousness. There are now Republicans of goodwill who are talking about criminal justice reform. That is a great thing. The Koch brothers are now recognizing they're far beyond apparently where you
real
are.
Fast, then we got to go to
I think
crime
that's
is a problem. Crime is a problem, yes. But when you look at all lives matter, we need to talk about how we protect life and recognize the sanctity of life in this country.